Good afternoon, everyone. We were doing special types of quadrilaterals. We covered about parallelogram, rectangle, square, and rhombuses, right? Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Sarah Patel, try to re-log in if you're not able to hear me. Okay. So we're doing another figure which is called the trapezium. A trapezium is a quadrilateral with at least one pair of parallel sides, right? But the other, okay, let's leave it at that, because there is a slight confusion in the world of mathematics whether the other side has to be non-parallel or not. So let's leave it as that, that a trapezium is at least one pair of parallel sides. Okay, so if we take a trapezium, it's a quadrilateral in which there is at least one pair of parallel sides. So if we take A, B, C, and D, we see that AB is parallel to DC. Okay, so it's a parallelogram. Sorry, a trapezium. It's also called a trapezoid. Okay, the other two sides, AD and CB, need not necessarily be parallel. In trapezium, some definitions say at least one side and the other side do not have to be parallel, but some definitions say only at least one side. The other sides can be parallel. So keep it, that's a very ambiguous definition of trapezium. Because if it's only at least one, then that means that every parallelogram will become a trapezium. But if you take only one, then every parallelogram will not be a trapezium. So both the definitions are there. It's ambiguous. So leave it as that, as only one side or parallel sides. So the condition for trapezium is AB, at least one side is parallel. They are not equal. Remember this. Okay. Now there are two types of trapeziums. One, we have an isosceles trapezium, and the other is a right trapezium. An isosceles trapezium is in which the non-parallel sides are equal. It's called an isosceles trapezium. Okay, so the non-parallel sides are equal. So again, we have the two parallel sides. Let this be, let's say, PQRS. So we know that PQ is parallel to SR. Also, PS is equal to QR. So the length of PS, the non-parallel sides are equal. Is this clear? So that is called a isosceles trapezium. In a right trapezium has two right angles in a right trapezium. So we have two right angles. So it will look something like this. So we'll have again two parallel sides, and this will be the non-parallel side. So we have 1 and 1, two right angles. So both of these are 90 degrees. So this is called a right trapezium. So there are two types, an isosceles trapezium and a right trapezium.
Sir,
Yeah, yes, Rishima?
sir, but then if they're not parallel, then one of them has to be longer or something, no, to connect the things.
Pardon me, they are parallel. So in this, we see that PQRS is again, if this is PQRS, PQ is parallel to SR, right?
I'm talking about isosceles trapezium.
Isosceles trapezium also one side is parallel. PQ is parallel
No,
to SR.
I'm talking about QR and PS. One of them has to be longer, right, to cover the
Why?
distance
Why?
because both of them are not parallel.
So it doesn't make a difference. The distance will depend upon the length of PQ and SR.
Okay.
Right? So what happens is, like, supposing this is 10 centimeters and let's say this is 5 centimeters. So what you will find is that this distance is equal to this distance. So the placement is such that these lengths are equal.
Okay, sir.
That is
I
an
thought it
isosceles.
depends
No, so yeah,
on
so
the
in this also
angle.
what we can do is we could have like this also. Okay, we could have this. This is again 5 and this is 10. But now if we measure these two sides, we will find that they are not equal. So this is not a
Yes.
isosceles. So the placement of this 5 centimeters in such a way that both of the opposite non-parallel sides become equal. That's an isosceles parallelogram, isosceles
Yes.
trapezium.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Everyone quickly copy this down. This is as far as trapeziums go. And in trapeziums, again, these two sides are parallel. So what will angle A plus angle D equal to?
180.
180. Alternate angles, co-interior angles on the same side of the transversal
Interior angles.
are supplementary. So this property will be that angle A plus angle D, or the interior angles will be adding up to 180 degrees. This is there in all. Whenever you have two parallel lines, the co-interior angles are supplementary. Another property that we can do in the isosceles is angle S will be equal to angle R. So the base angles will be equal in this case. And the opposite two angles will also be equal. So angle P will be equal to angle Q in an isosceles triangle only, not in the normal trapezium. Only in an isosceles trapezium will the two angles be equal, S and R and P and Q, the base angles and the vertical angles. In a normal trapezium, they're not equal. Yeah.
So in the normal trapezium, are opposite angles equal? A is equal to C and D is equal to B.
You tell me, will they be equal?
No, sir.
Obviously not, because the all four sides are not parallel, right?
AB is longer.
AB is not parallel.
Yes.
So what will happen is if we connect this over here, this angle and this angle will be equal. But angle DAC will not be equal to angle ACB. Right?
Okay,
So angle DCA will be equal to angle CAB, because these two sides are parallel, so they become alternate angles, which are equal. But this angle and this angle will not be equal. So therefore it will not be equal, right? Whenever in doubt, just quickly make a diagram and try to figure it out also. It's very simple to do it, because there are many, many properties to learn. Okay, quickly copy this. We have one more figure, which is a kite, before we can start doing a few questions to solve. How did your papers go today, geography as well as Marathi?
so both were very easy.
Nice, sir.
Okay.
They were good.
Everyone keep your videos on. Done? Anyone is still copying? Raise your hand. Okay. The last figure is a kite. Okay. A kite, already you know the kind of a figure it looks like. It's the kite that we fly. Same kind of a figure. Okay. It's
So
a
a kite.
yeah, Rishima.
A kite is a rhombus, right?
No, a kite is not a rhombus.
Okay.
Let me finish. Then you'll understand. Okay. So a kite, again, it's a quadrilateral, obviously, with two pairs of equal consecutive sides. Okay, so if this figure is P, Q, R, and S, that means PQ will be equal to PS. So that is PQ is equal to PS, these top sides, and SR will be equal to QR. Rishima, tell me now, why is this not a rhombus?
Because I think SQR is not equal to SPR.
SQR is not equal to SPR.
Yes, sir.
No, that's not the correct one. Think, what was the main property of a rhombus? Remember rhombus and
In a
square?
rhombus, all sides are equal.
Rishima, what is the correct answer?
The opposite sides are not equal.
In a rhombus, all four sides are equal. Forgot?
Yes, sir.
Remember there was a relationship between a square and a rhombus?
Yes, sir.
Right? So remember, and only in a square and a rhombus are all sides equal. Whereas in a kite, only the two pairs of consecutive sides are equal. So PS will be equal to PQ and PS will be equal to QR. Okay, so therefore this will be a kite. Another property similar to what we had in a rhombus as well as in a square, the diagonals intersect at right angles. So the first property is two pairs of consecutive ones. Second is diagonals intersect at right angles. Okay. Another property, this is an interesting property, is the third one. The longer diagonal bisects the shorter diagonal. This is a very interesting property. So this longer diagonal will bisect the shorter diagonal. So that means, let's let this point be O. So SO will be equal to OQ. Okay. Again, we have two pairs of equal consecutive sides. PQ is equal to PS and SR is equal to QR. Diagonals intersect at 90 degrees. And the longer diagonal bisects the shorter diagonal. Remember, the longer diagonal is not bisected. Don't assume that. So that is a kite. Another property is that the longer diagonal bisects the angles. Okay. So the fourth one is diagonals bisect the angles. That means that angle SPO is equal to angle QPO and SRO will be equal to angle QRO. That means this angle is equal to this angle and this angle will be equal to this angle. And the last property is the other two angles are equal. So angle S will be equal to angle Q. So this whole angle is equal to this whole angle there. Let me say the vertical angles there. Please copy this down. All of you all quickly copy this down. Properties of kite. Okay, done. Anybody still copying? Okay, let's solve a few questions now. Let's start with a very simple one. We are given that PQRS is a parallelogram. Find the values of X, Y, and Z. PQRS is given as a parallelogram. Find the values of X, Y, and Z. Message it to me. Use the properties is given a parallelogram. So we have to use the properties that we know of parallelograms. You have copied everything. Use that. Parth, that is correct. Rest of you, hurry up. Sara Vastani, give me all three together. If you don't remember the properties of parallelogram, go back, refer to your notes. Sara Vastani, that is correct. But give me X, Y, and Z together. One minute more. These are very easy. If anyone's not able to solve it, raise your hand. Rishima, that's correct. Mahuri, that's correct. Solve the other ones. Rishima, that is wrong. Avni, Z is incorrect. X and Y are correct. Sarah Vastani, correct. All three are correct. Rishima is correct now. Correct, Rishima. Sarah Patil, all three are incorrect. Aryan, unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Tell me, what do we do over here? Let's start with X. How do we find X?
So X
What are the properties of a parallelogram? Opposite sides are equal and parallel.
sub opposite sides are equal and parallel.
So if it's parallel, what will happen to this? What will happen to SP? SP will become the transversal. So how do we, can we find
Mm.
X? So what will X become?
So X is equals to, so just a minute.
Look on the board, Aryan.
Yes, sir. X
What-
plus 50 degree is equals to 180 degree.
What condition?
Mm.
Co-interior angles are supplementary. So because we know,
Co-interior. Yes,
remember,
yes,
we have
sir.
two parallel lines. So this angle plus this angle, they both add up to 180. So X will become 180
Yes,
minus
sir.
50, which is 130.
180 minus 50, that is 130 degree.
So we got X as 130 degrees. Sarah Patil, unmute yourself. Sarah Patil, I cannot hear you.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible now. Tell me, how do we find Y now?
Y would be
So Ramya, we need to find X, Y, and Z, not PQR. Read the question, Suramya. Yeah, what is Y? How can we find Y, Sarah? Do you remember the properties of a parallelogram? Can you read them out?
Y is equal to X, I think.
What is the property?
Um, opposite angles are equal.
In a parallelogram are equal, so Y will also become 130 degrees, correct?
So I want, yes.
Krishna? Z? Krishna, unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
How do we find Z? So we have 130, we have 130 here. Tell me quickly now, how do I find Z? What will this angle become? Angle P will be equal to angle Q? No, sorry, angle
Yes,
P,
sir.
angle P will be equal to angle Q. Is that correct? You're agreeing with me? If I give you a wrong answer, you will agree. Tell me, which property did we use here? Krishna, which property did we use here? Opposite angles in a parallelogram are equal. So angle S will become to equal to angle Q. Or let me say angle PSR will be equal to angle PQR. So this will become 50. No, I cannot hear you, Krishna. And we know that angle PQR plus angle RQT is equal to 180 degrees. So therefore, this will also become 130 degrees. Correct? So just have to remember the properties of the quadrilaterals, the properties of all the different types of quadrilaterals. Okay. Let's do another one. I'm giving you a figure and I'm going to ask you a few questions in it. Okay, you'll have to answer. I'll be taking out the names one by one and then I will be asking you all. Let me know. Okay. So we're given a quadrilateral ABCD. The question is, can ABCD be a parallelogram if the first one is angle D plus angle B is equal to 180 degrees? Think about this. Angle D and angle B are 180 degrees. Ignore this diagram for now, okay? We're just given a quadrilateral. Ignore this diagram for this question. We're just given any quadrilateral. A, B, C, and D. So we're given that angle D and angle B are 180 degrees together. Do not take this 5.5 into consideration right now. This will be in the part B of the question. We are just given a quadrilateral A, B, C, D. And we are given that angle B plus angle D is 180 degrees. Can this be a parallelogram? Mahuri, how did you assume it's a rhombus? They're not equal. We said they are adding up to 180 degrees. Parth, think again. Okay, so Ramya, I got your answer. Think. Give me the reason also for your answer, Suramya. Rest of you, take a stand and let me know, yes or no. I need videos on of everyone, else I will not continue further. I don't know what the issue is with keeping the videos on. Sarah Bastani. Sarah Bastani, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Tell me, can ABCD be a parallelogram if angle D and B is equal to 180 degrees? What do you think? Say yes or no.
No.
No, why is that?
The opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal.
Okay, right. So you're saying angle B is equal to angle D, isn't it? But we are given that
Yes.
angle B plus D is equal to 180 degrees. That means that angle B plus angle B is 180 degrees. So twice of angle B will become 180. So angle B will become 90 degrees.
Yes.
So that means that angle B is 90 degrees and angle D is 90 degrees. Yes?
Yes.
So ultimately, what did the figure become? Is a rectangle, it becomes a rectangle or a square? We don't know either of the two. Yes, Sarah?
Yes, sir.
Is a rectangle a parallelogram?
A rectangle.
It is, right? What is the condition for parallelogram? Opposite sides are equal. So we know the opposite sides are equal and they are parallel. So they are also parallel.
Yes.
So if angle B and D add up to 180 degrees, can this quadrilateral be a parallelogram? The answer is yes,
Yes.
if the quadrilateral is a rectangle. Did everybody understand this?
Okay.
Everyone understood? So we cannot just take the properties. We need to remember. That's why I gave you the diagram which encompassed. We had a square, we had a rhombus, we had a rectangle, we had a parallelogram, and then we had a quadrilateral. Do you remember that diagram? So every rectangle is a parallelogram. So we just proved that this figure that we had was a rectangle and not any figure. So yes, it could have been provided that figure is a rectangle. Otherwise, no. Okay. Clear everyone on this? Again, can the quadrilateral be a rectangle? A very simple one. The figure that I gave now. A, B, C, and D. This is 9. This is 9. This is 5 and 5.5. Aryan, can this be a parallelogram? Aryan,
Yes, sir.
can this figure be a parallelogram?
Mm. So just a minute.
Yeah. Sia? Sia, are you there?
So what is the question?
Can the quadrilateral ABCD be a parallelogram? We are given that the opposite sides are 9 centimeters and 9 centimeters and 5 centimeters and 5.5 centimeters. Sia, are you there?
Sir,
Yeah, Rishima?
the DC and AB are parallel, right?
We are just given this information. That's all we are given.
Okay.
Sia, are you there? Siddhant?
Yes, sir.
Tell me.
So I think so maybe yes.
Reason? Parth, that is correct. Reason? Siddhant?
So no, I'm not sure about
What is the
reason.
what is the test for quadrilateral being a parallelogram? I told you one main test. What was that? Sarah Vastani, that is correct. Siddhant, what was the main test for proving that a quadrilateral is a parallelogram?
So opposite angles are equal.
The main test. I told you one very big main test. Opposite sides are equal and parallel. Remember that?
Yes, sir.
So now tell me.
Sir, no, sir.
No, sir, as in you cannot tell me, or no, sir, as the answer is no. Which
No,
one?
sir. The answer is no.
Okay, reason being?
Sir, because opposite sides and angles are equal.
Angles are not given, Siddhant. Why are you
Sorry,
assuming?
sorry. No, 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 not angles, not angles. Opposite sides are equal and parallel.
So what do we do here? AD is not equal to BC. Therefore, ABCD is not a parallelogram because a parallelogram has opposite sides equal and parallel, right? Please remember all of this. These are the properties and these are the way the applications come. Okay, another one. Figure this out quickly. We're given that FAST and CLUE. So we have fast clue. So they have a sense of humor. Are parallelograms. Okay. So that's the clue for you, a fast clue. So in these two are parallelograms. We are given that angle T is 120 degrees. Okay. We have to find the value of X. We are given that angle L is 70 degrees. We have to find the value of X, this small angle over here. Let this be O. Quickly do this. It's a very simple one if you think about it. I want the value of X. Let me write it to you in another color so that you can figure it out. The value of X over here. Let this be O. Avni, that is correct. So fast and clue are parallelograms. Angle T is 120 degrees. Rishima, that's incorrect. Angle L is 70 degrees. Find out angle X. I'll give you a hint. Find out this angle, angle 1 and angle 2. Find out angle E, that is SEC, and find out angle ESA. An easy way. Parth, that is correct. Come on, hurry up, everyone. Fast clues have been given to you already. Rishima, try to figure it out. Aryan, Sarah Patel, Suramya, Mahuri, quickly. Suramya, no, that's wrong. Check your working. Maybe you've done a calculation error. You're close to the answer. Rajvi, Sia, Krishna, Akriti, answers. Siddhant, make an attempt. Last 2 minutes. Next year, these all will become mental maths problems. You should be visually able to calculate. Think, why is this angle given to you? And why is this angle given to you? There's a specific reason for this. So how can I apply? I've already given to you a hint. 1 and 2 have to be found out. So how can I use this to find either of this? How can I use this to find this? That's a hint for you. Part only for one of the cases, not the other case. Rajvi, are you there? I cannot hear you, Rajvi. Sarah Bastani, that is wrong. So Ramya, that is correct. Mohuri, unmute yourself.
Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. Okay, so let's start with the fast one first. Okay, this one. We are given this is 120, right? And FAST. Can I find out S using this property that T is 120, Mahuri?
Yes.
What will become
So
S?
S would be 180 minus 120,
Which
which
is?
would be 60 degrees.
Okay. Taking the other triangle now, the other parallelogram. CLUE. Forget the shape, okay? It's gone haywire. 70. Can I find out this triangle now?
Yes, it would be 70.
Property.
Opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal.
So we had this as 60, this has 70. So now can we find out X? We have a triangle. This is 60
Yes.
degrees. This is 70 degrees. What is the value of X?
60 degrees. It would be 60 plus 70 plus X would be 180. And
So what will become X?
130 degree, 50 degrees.
So X is 50 degrees. Was it difficult?
No.
Right? So it's just the properties of parallelograms which we needed to apply. Again, I've been giving you a hint. Use the information given to you. If the diagrams are complex, convert it into these simple diagrams, 1 and 2, like I did. I broke both the parallelograms into two different parallelograms. And I solved it further. Is it clear? Sarah Vastani, is it clear? Aryan, Rishima? Sarah
Yes, sir.
Patil, all clear? Okay. That's it for today. We'll take a break for a couple of minutes and start science again. Any doubts in what we covered today?